Good news, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing? This is Njenga Njeru. Welcome back to the show. On today's show, I want to bring you some very good news about how you can get a match on this show without struggling. You know, I have done a comprehensive need analysis. I've done an audit, an evaluation of what we've been doing on the show. And so far, I'm proud to report that we have connected more than 3,500 people successfully. Some come to say thank you, some don't, but that's not the bone of contention. What we are doing today is explaining to you how you can also join the number and be amongst them. So, a quick update on what I have realized. Remember, we are now at 80,000 followers on Facebook officially. We are more than 30,000 subscribers on YouTube officially. So there are so many people who are following this page while they are single. While they are what? Single. And all the single people are allowed to mingle on this show. And one thing I have realized is that people are coming out of the darkness. People are coming out of the fact that society won't help you. There were people when we were starting the show could not imagine they can be posted for the very obvious reasons. People say they're highly reputable in society. I don't know what. They fear their children, their family members. But let me tell you, ignore them. Society can't marry you. Society, family members can't marry you. You can never get married to them. The best thing they can do is to judge. Whether you get married or not, they will judge. You get married to a man, they say that man is not handsome enough. You get a woman, they say the woman is not beautiful enough. You get another one, anasema wewe sasa wewe ni roho chafu. Are you getting the point? So, I want to drive my point home because I have an overwhelming majority of singles who follow me both on YouTube and on Facebook. So how do you bring these results closer? How do you bring them closer to you? One, you can be posted. And these days, you see, I believe that there are people you can even get an alternative number. If you do not want to mix business and what? If you don't want to mix business and dating life, you can get yourself maybe an Airtel number, a different Safaricom number, and you get that line, you get posted, and then you filter from those people. Are you getting the point? You do not have, there are people who say, post my photos. There are people who say, I don't want to appear on the show. You can understand. Nevertheless, the end justifies the means. At the end of the day, we don't go shouting. That is why we respect the privacy of most people. There are people who get matches on this show, but you will never see them on the show because the goal was not to expose them. The goal was not to brag. The goal was to make them have beautiful, wonderful families. Simple. So if you're watching this show and you are at crossroads, you are yet to decide. Should I be posted? Should I not be? My message is clear. Get posted if you can. Our official number is 0712 997 660. You can get posted and you are going to get people approaching you. There are people who choose emails. There are others who choose their phone numbers. You can always decide, where do I lie? Mimi niko wapi? Another thing, one thing you should always realize is that people who approach you, it is better when people approach you than when you approach them. Why? Because when, assume you're a woman, for instance, and men approach you after listening to your story, after hearing you out, after maybe watching you, those men, all of them, whether young or old, everybody who approached you developed some interest. Are we together to that point? They developed some interest in you as a person. They liked you. That's how so much. As long as we can be able to reach out, the people who saw your story and contacted you walikupenda. Sasa kazi yao ni kujitetea. You're on the receiving end. What do you do now? When you're on the receiving end, what do? You start filtering who you are, who you are. The same way, when I post somebody, you cannot feel bad wakikukata because maybe there was somebody, according to them, there's somebody who is better than you. Sasa kamchagua. The same way you will consider some other people are better. So if you want to be posted, you can contact my desk. And you can either be posted on the timeline, you can either be posted on YouTube, or you can be posted on the stories, on my Facebook stories at Njenga Njeru, so that it will expire within a span of 24 hours. There are people who get posted with their photos. There are people who get posted without their photos. It depends on your strength, on your ability to handle that kind of thing. One thing I assured people is that there will not be trolls. There will not be trolls. Trolls will not be allowed. If you troll anybody on my Facebook page, you are blocked. If you troll anybody on my YouTube page, you are blocked. Whether you trolled them. Kuna mtu unapost, mtu anajiuliza, huyu amekuwa wapi, hana watoto? For all those years, where was that person without kids? Oh, huyu mtu ni tajiri, mbona anajionyeshana? You see, let us appreciate people. They will be different. They are coming from diverse backgrounds. Are we together to that point? So what I want us to do is to respect our candidates and not to troll them, because if you troll anybody, we catch, and my team is very vigilant. We go through your comments. You trolled somebody on Facebook. That will be the last time you see that page. That will be irrespective of who you are. You troll anybody on Facebook, maybe say, oh, huyo anakaa mzee kushinda age yake. You can compliment people, but you are not supposed to bully them, because you see, everybody deserves some respect, even when you don't like them. You see, nobody is forced. For instance, I can bring a man, you say he looks 60. You can keep it to yourself. You can say he looks 90, but you can say it to yourself. Online, there is freedom of speech, but we cannot guarantee that freedom after the speech, that you can continue to bully people on that page. There will be freedom, write what you want. But now, depending on how it comes out, that freedom ends there. Because either we can decide whether you will be on that page or not. So our candidates can rest assured that they are protected from trolls and online bullies, because there are people who feel bad. There are people who have made accomplishments, and you see somebody trolling them because it reminds them of who they did not become, and therefore they resort to trolling. So that one, I can guarantee you, there will not be trolls. So that is one of the reasons, because I have been doing a follow-up on different candidates who have been posted on the show, and they will tell you, lovers are showing up in numbers, both men and women, showing interest. A candidate is brought and the man is like, please, unaona watu wanajitetea, huyu anajitetea, huyu mwingine anajitetea, so don't feel ashamed. At the end of the day, if somebody is following this page, what are they doing that they can judge you? Mtu akikwambia nilikuona kwa Njenga Njeru, I saw you on Njenga Njeru show. Wewe, huyo ni wewe. Unamuuliza hata wewe ulikuwa unafanya nini? Even if they are married, what were you doing there? Are you getting the point? Yeah, so there is nothing to be ashamed if you're single. There is nothing shameful about singlehood, and most people here, and they can testify, even the comment section, nobody is desperate. I can assure you that nobody is desperate on this show. I have met men and women, they are being approached elsewhere, but you see, marriage is something that you look for the very best, because it's fine. Once you decide, you have decided, you involve friends and family. So you don't want to make a mistake. And this is a pool. You can choose between different people. You assess them and you say, I'll go with this one and not this one. As opposed to when you only have one option, and for lack of another choice, you just settle. On this show, we encourage people, don't settle for less. Just make sure you follow the right procedure. Okay? Follow the right procedure. Get approached. Don't drop the basic safety rules of a relationship. Don't give out money. Don't be duped. Don't send nudes. Don't be intimate with a person you're not intending to marry. And you know the rules, don't you? You know them. So this is one of the things I've realized, because what is easier, or who I want you to tell me who holds more power, the person who is approaching a person I brought, or the person who is being approached? Who holds more power? Of course, the person who was brought on the show. Why? Because wewe unajitetea ukiwa mtu mmoja, unajitetea mkiwa wengi, I mean, kwa mtu mmoja. Na yeye huyu, wale watu wote wanajitetea, akona hiyo ya kuchagua, akona options. This one no, this one no, and then finally they will decide. Are you getting the point? If you jitetea, you don't have to feel bad. The person can say yes or no. But when you have been brought on the show, and we said the goal, the intention is not to expose you. That is not the intention. The intention is to help you get a match. You can decide to use your photo, you can decide not to. There are men and women who want us to use their houses. And my team is like, si ni nyumba yako, si iko na copyright, si ni nyumba yako. Kuna mtu atasema tumetumia nyumba yake. Bring it on. Kuna hata wazee walikuwa nasema kama mwingine ninaleta leo wa 71, tumia ng'ombe zangu, use my farm. As many as of those who are interested, they will get in touch. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing to be ashamed of. Love is a beautiful thing. I hear those people who are in love saying that it's a beautiful thing, it's a beautiful experience. And I can't agree more, because at the end of the day, you require somebody to love and to be loved back. You require somebody to share your burdens with. Sometimes you have a heavy heart, you have somebody to share the burden with. Sometimes you had a long day, you have somebody to share with. Other days you win, you want to share accomplishments with your partner. So don't be ashamed. Get in touch with my team on +2547 12997 or if you like 0712 997 660, and my team will be ready to bring you on board, so that at the end of the day, we want to do a December marathon. Watu wengi wapate. If we can be able to get 500 people matched this December, why not? Today is the second day of December. If we can get 500 people matched, why not? Until then, this is Njenga Njeru. God bless you. Bye bye.